All right. I believe it is, oh, it's pending right now. There we go. Okay. So, we're here with the faculty-led education in Cozumel, Mexico, with Terry Kohlmeyer. And so we'll start. I'm going to try and share my screen with the faculty in 3 YouTube video. Can you see that?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Can you hear the sound?
No.
Oh, let me fix that really quick. There we go. This should work. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Terry Kohlmeyer, and I'm excited to take another group of students to Mexico in wind term 2022. I ran this program in wind term 2020, and the students had an incredible time. The program is called Education in Cozumel, Mexico, and it can be taken by undergraduate or graduate students since it's based on either the 3-credit SPED, 310 course, or the SPED 510 course. It's a great program for special education majors, early childhood education majors with a SPED concentration, and vocational rehabilitation students. There's also an option to substitute the education credits for 2 credits of Spanish. Please come see me if you're interested in that option. Over the week and a half you'll spend on the island of Cozumel, you'll get 40 classroom hours working directly with students, teachers, and family members. You can choose from several opportunities at the preschool and school-age level, as well as adults with disabilities at the Adult Training Center in Cozumel. This program will help you develop an understanding and an awareness of the cultural and linguistic responsiveness that's so necessary to teach diverse groups of students. Oh, taking this course abroad offers many, many unique benefits. You will work with families of different backgrounds, students with disabilities, a variety of disabilities, from mild disabilities to students who have more severe disabilities. You will plan activities and work directly with students and adults, should you choose that option. Students made activities and worked on lessons before going down. We had opportunity for some Spanish lessons, and we had a number of amazing excursions where we were able to go out, do snorkeling. We visited Punta del Sur. We had some amazing meals, and we learned a lot about the Mayan culture and the island of Cozumel's history. The hotel where we stay is Plaza Cozumel, and it's right downtown and offers us a chance to see a lot of the local environment. So if you're interested, we would love to have you contact our study abroad office. Please reach out to me at kohlmeyert@uwstout.edu or contact the study abroad office at studyabroad@uwstout.edu. There you can read the program's full description on the website, uwstout.studyabroad.com. You can also see the cost estimates and deadline for applying. If you want to hear from students who went with me in 2020, check out the Study Abroad team's YouTube channel. I hope you will think about joining me in wind term 2022. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Cochran, and
Oh,
Just showing that made me excited.
Yeah.
I wish I was down there now, quite frankly. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have anything else to add right off the top of your head?
Well, just to kind of give you an idea about the itinerary, we're going to have the course is a 3-week course. And so the 2 days before we fly down to Cozumel, we will be planning lessons. We'll probably be doing that virtually because whoever participates in the study abroad might be from afar, but I can help you then plan your lessons based on the age group and whether you're working with individuals with special needs. I'm thinking that we might have some students working in the Montessori school down there. And so the planning piece is very important so that you're ready to hit the ground running when you get down to Cozumel to work in the classrooms. So usually Wednesday, the day that we've traveled down, will be a full travel day. And we get down there, we get settled into the hotel. We're staying at the Hotel Plaza Cozumel, and it's right on the plaza. It's very close to the water and the ferry. We will be taking taxis to the schools, and we'll probably break up into groups depending on which time of day we are going out to work with the students, as well as what age group, because the schools are different locations, obviously. The weekend, we'll take a couple of excursions to get some cultural awareness. Usually what we did last year was we took the ferry over to Playa del Carmen, and we ate in the hotel. So we didn't spend any money except for at the shops. And there's this outdoor market there, which is really cool. Everybody loves that. And then we went to the beach. The beaches in Playa del Carmen are just beautiful. And so we took advantage of that. And then we took the ferry back home, and we had a group meal that night, I believe. Then on Sunday, we just explored Cozumel and the downtown area. On Sundays in the plaza, they have live music and entertainment. So after we ate, we went and we sat in the plaza, and some of our students danced, or were asked to dance, I should say, by the locals. But it's very popular, especially in that time of year, to go to the plaza and sit around the plaza and eat and dance, and it's quite fun. Then we'll start work in the schools. Monday through Friday, we'll be in the schools every day. We're going to put in hopefully 40 hours. There are assignments, so we do have a couple of group meetings where I teach some of the important key components of SPED 310, methods, curriculum, and sometimes we talk a little bit about the services that are provided to the students. We can do a comparison of Mexico schools to those schools in the United States, serving students with disabilities and general education students. With that, in the evening time, students are free to do what they would like to do. Typically, we had a small group in 2020, so we oftentimes ate our meals together, but that isn't something that, is required. We do have some group meals planned for this trip, which is a nice time to reflect and to discuss some of the things that we're seeing and some of the activities that we're doing with the young children. In addition to that, then we will plan a snorkeling trip where we're out all day. We go out on a boat or a catamaran. This year, we might try the catamaran. Hopefully the weather will cooperate, because if it's really windy, it's a lousy day for snorkeling. So we're hoping for sunny skies. It was beautiful when we were down. We did have 2 days of rain, which felt good. Yeah, so and then after after the snorkeling trip, there's also the visit to the Mayan ruins. And then we probably will go back to the schools on that Monday and Tuesday for some goodbyes and for maybe an activity or two that we can do with the students, and thank our hosts, school hosts. And then we'll fly home on Wednesday. Then what will happen is we will gather on Thursday and Friday to reflect about the trip. I collect a behavior plan from the students, and I also get their final journal reflections. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess you pretty much just went through everything of what you do, but is there something specific or a few specific things that you personally are very excited to do with all of the students?
Well, we went to a place called Chonkanab, which is their eco park, and they have, we usually plan to do that before we leave, so that the students have an opportunity. There's a real range of opportunities. They have they gave us a free tour of their eco park, and they also have kind of another historical tour that they give us, but there's also dolphins. There's other ocean life. Students can swim with the dolphins if they want to. That's up their prerogative. There is scuba diving available. There's also snorkeling available. Just a beautiful park, kept well clean, and it's kind of fun to go. They have other activities, some entertainment, if you will. So that's fairly exciting. I really like that. And the other is, I don't remember exactly, well, let me just say this. I do remember exactly that we had to rent a car to get down to Punta del Sur. And I think that was one of the fun things, is that we went down, there's some locals that I know, and also the Dr. Mary, she was the dean for the School of Education. She actually lives down there during that time, so she was able to make some really great connections. So, but one of my favorite things, truthfully, is the food.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and it was an eye-opening experience for several of our students, because it's not like the Mexican food necessarily that you get here. My favorite is their sopa de lima, which is their lime chicken soup. I love it. And their tortillas are made by hand, so they're so fresh and they're delicious. And the students really like the quesadillas. Yeah, so lots of fun new foods to try. There's even a coffee shop off the plaza. So off the plaza, I should say. So the students like that.
Man, it's making me hungry just thinking about that.
I mean, the food it's really, really good. And we try to, make it affordable. And then, of course, students, there's a mega supermercado down the road. So some of the students like to go down there and get some fruit. And they can also get peanut butter and bread if they want to make their own sandwiches. They did that. Picking up some sodas and other things that might, tide them over. But breakfast is offered at the hotel. So we all usually meet down there, have breakfast, and then catch the taxis to the schools.
Awesome. Yeah. So when I went on my trip abroad, I just remember the absolute scariest thing was traveling there. So with my trip, once I got off at the airport, I was supposed to get to where I was living on my own. There was no pickup service or anything, which it's an amazing experience, but kind of scary at the same time. So how does that whole process work?
Well, last time we flew down, we had nonstop to Cozumel. So we took the shuttle to Minneapolis, or some families dropped off their students. And then we flew down directly. So that was ideal. We did have 3 students who had never flown before. So, there was some hand holding and, support for that. Made sure they got a set of wings, since they hadn't flown before. Mm-hmm. I'm joking. But this time around, just because of COVID and the flights, we still have 10 months to go before, we're really confirming the flights. We're hoping that we can get a nonstop, but if we can't, we'll have a stopover, I think, in Dallas. And then from Dallas, we'll go to Cozumel. So it's not like we're flying into Cancun. We have to take the shuttle down to Playa del Carmen, and then we have to take the ferry over, which I've done. it's nice to have a direct flight there. And we're not far from the airport once we arrive. I have some friends that usually help us. We take a couple of trips so that everybody can fit in, and they'll take us to the hotel. So works out.
Yeah.
Not as scary. Not as scary.
No, for sure.
A student doesn't need to know Spanish. It's so helpful if they do. You might think because Cozumel is highly a high tourist attraction that it wouldn't be necessary for someone to be able to speak the language. But actually, yes, those on the strip, or what I call the malecon, yeah, they all, know enough English to sell their wares, if you will. And the restaurant, usually there's always somebody that speaks English. But when you get into the schools, they don't speak as much English. And so it's really important. So, I mean, but we have translators, or what I should say, we have interpreters, and we can support. There will also be individuals that come down will learn a lot.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Saw that Kathy joined. I don't know.
Yeah. Hi, Kathy. Hi. Do you have any specific questions?
Well, I'm a senior, and after this, I would like to know, well, how is it? Is it a class, or how long do you go to Cozumel for? Is there an instructor with you, a professor with you? It's all interesting to me. And then in COVID, are we still going to be able to do this?
Yes.
I'm interested. I just need to know so I can start saving my pennies to be able to go. But I'm worried about COVID because I'm in a high risk group. I'm 61, I'll be 62, and I'm diabetic, but I'm a senior, and after this term I'll have 7 classes left.
Oh,
to graduate.
So exciting. Well, if it makes you feel any
I
better,
know.
I'm 65, and I'm hoping to have my COVID vaccine.
Darn hot, darn it.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Brett.
And I will be going.
So I'm really in. You will be going to Cozumel?
Yes, and I'm the instructor of the SPED course, and then Dr. Sapna Thapa will also be coming with me. She is a professor in the early childhood program, and we're going to be teaching a multiculturalism class. So you have more than just the special education.
What class is it, though?
Multiculturalism is EDUC Education 330. The other course is a special education. What's your major?
It's business.
Well, you know what? You'd be perfect to have down there.
Well, just real quick, the courses that I have left to take are I'm in math 118 and legal environment and business 401 now. But when are you going?
We are planning January 5th, 2022. So a year from now.
Ooh, January. Okay. So let me see. Is that going to be like is that going to be the fall 2021 or the spring 2022?
It'll be winter.
The spring.
We go over the winter. So January.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So 3 weeks. We are in Cozumel for 2 weeks. We have 2 weekends.
That's gotta be tough. Okay, so the class that I have left the classes that I have left at that time, Teresa, are going to be Management 460 and then BUMKG 391, which is the Principle of Social Media Marketing Management. And then the other one I'm looking on my PPT here is in Management 460. I don't know where those will fit in though.
Yeah. Well, we could, I mean, you could do like an independent study for those 3 weeks down there. One thing you might want to do is talk to your advisor about it.
And how much does it cost?
It's right now roughly $4,000. That's a good price.
Oh, that's doable.
Doable.
Yeah.
And depending on the number of students, it might be less. So and also currently the flight is 200 than what we paid, but we think that's because of COVID. So
yeah.
As time goes,
let me write this down because once we get off, I'm gonna forget everything.
Well, Brett, do you want to give her the website that she can go to with all of the information on it that Scott shared with us yesterday?
Yeah. So we have our website. It is it's Studio Abroad .UW-Stout.
STUDIO
Yes. Yep.
at UW-Stout. Okay. Sorry, there's kind of a lag from when I talk and then when you talk. So if I talk over you, it's not because I'm being rude. It's because of the lag time. Sorry. So Studio Abroad at UW-Stout.com, right? Or .edu.
I think it's .com. I think I can send a link into the chat.
Or edu. I'll check either one. Oh my gosh, this sounds so cool. When I was in the military, I lived in Germany for 5 years, and my lineage is from France. So there's a lot of intermarriage with Native American, indigenous people, and French explorers. My 3 times great grandfather fell madly in love with my great grandmother when they came in on the Joliet and the first expedition. They came in from Canada, and he saw her and he just fell in love immediately. But I want to go to France because I want to find out more about my heritage. I know everything about my Ho-Chunk side.
Right.
I want to know about the French side. So I'm going to try to get over to Europe. I said I've been in Germany for 5 years and I loved it. Although I think I could learn more there. 5 years is a good amount of time to live abroad. So there's nothing else really. And then I was in Korea for 2 years. So
well, you're a world traveler there.
I was in the military because around here in the Dells in the 70s, there wasn't anything for Native American females to do other than to make salads and beds. Not that that's a bad, a bad way to earn money. I just wanted more. I wanted to travel. I wanted to get educated. And I did that. But now I did everything backwards, I tell you. I'm finally getting my 2nd degree.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. I was older too when I went back to school, so I applaud you.
Yeah, because you don't have any kids. It's better.
It is. It's a lot better. That's awesome. Well, Cozumel is an island off of the Yucatan, which is part of Mexico. And I'm glad you're here so that you can, explore what other options there might be. Including, I don't know what we have in class. I do know that Brett has had an opportunity to go to Germany, and I think he's going to try it again. So check out what's available today. But we'd
I
love
will.
to join
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I mean, and that 4,000, it is doable because I'm on a full scholarship, and my sponsor is willing to pay up to 3,000 for an abroad class, but I think I want to save that for France. So I saved, so I think I can do this wind term in Cozumel. I mean, how awesome is that?
It would be
Darn
awesome. We'd love to have you.
I know. Oh, I would love to be part of it.
Yeah, you could either do a multiculturalism class, or you can talk
Yeah.
to an advisor. Say, I want to do this. How can I? Because one thing you need to know, Kathy, is that
Yes.
Cozumel is one of the higher tourist attractions, and so there's a lot of businesses down there. Maybe you could do a paper, or you could talk about business. I could hook you up with somebody. Let me just tell you that.
Oh,
And you could maybe do some exploration or some research comparing Mexican businesses in a tourist area versus businesses in the U.S. in a tourist area.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could hook you
Or
up with
even our own tribal businesses, which they really have a good business ethic, and then how we treat our employees as our own family members.
Well, they do that
I
down.
noticed that Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be like to compare how the thought process is, and then how it makes for a success. I like your thinking, how it makes for a successful business by incorporating that into our business.
So what I could do,
Yeah.
is, let me give you an example. I have a couple. She is from Mexico, Cozumel. Her husband is from the U.S. They have a restaurant down
Well,
there.
it's the opposite with my husband and I. My husband is half French, part Mexican Indian, and part Comanche. So
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
it is actually. I'd love to have you think about joining us. I really would. I think that the indigenous people in the Mayan culture, we have, it's very strong in Cozumel. So it's not like going to
Oh,
Mexico,
cool.
but the Yucatan Peninsula is strongly Mayan culture. And
Yeah.
indigenous people also went over to Cozumel for their fertility rights. So there's a lot of history of the Mayan culture in
Oh, I love it. I love it. I know, just learning about other ethnicities, and God was really awesome when he created all of us, and the diversity and learning about it is so awesome.
Well, you would have a
I
great
find more that I believe it. Okay, so the next one up that's coming for the teams is the 1:30 meeting about Greece. I prefer France over Greece, but I mean, either one is cool because Europe is so close, you can travel anywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in 6 hours, you can go from Paris and be in Stuttgart, Germany. I mean, how cool is that? You know?
Absolutely. That's nice that they're so close
Thank
together.
you so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Terry,
But
for
I
joining
didn't.
us.
Yeah.
Hey, Kathy, I just sent a link to
Yes.
the American College of Greece in the chat.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then if you want more
Thank
information
you.
about any of these, I'll put the email in chat also. It is studyabroad
Mm-hmm.
UW-Stout edu. I'll send that in the chat.
Oh, it is EDU. Okay, I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. I just barely learned how to do the Teams meetings.
Give her a phone number because she can always call and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
For information about Cozumel, you can call the study abroad office or me. You want to go ahead, you can give her.
Okay.
Yeah. The phone number is, let's see.
Okay.
If I can get it up quick. 715
Okay.
232
Okay.
2132.
Oh, okay. I kind of recognize that number.
So that'll bring you to the
so-
front desk at the Office of International Education, and then they will transfer you over to the correct person to talk to.
So looking at your name, Von Ruden, is that is that German or is it Sweden or is it what is it?
It is German, yes. Yep.
Ah, cool.
75,
And
75%.
Teresa Kohlmeyer, that's definitely German, right?
I married into it. It's Cole is cabbage and Meyer is foreman of the workers. So yeah, Cole.
I didn't know Cole was cabbage. That's cool. Oh, is that what